I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to Vegapunk's message, we been getting a whole lot more than I ever thought we would. I thought this dude would have been stopped talking. But the latest chapter starts with a flashback that goes 26 years ago on Punk Hazard with Vegapunk. And here we see a conversation between him and Clover, with Clover asking him like, hey, I need help on trying to figure all this stuff out about the Void Sentry, and you got the expertise to do that. Vegapunk is trying to give him the 411, like, dude, the only reason why they keep catching you but letting you go is so that wherever you go home, they can find you and find everybody else that you're teaching this stuff to. Stop doing that, chill out. But I can't blame Clover for feeling the way that he does and wanting to find out about the Void Sentry, because we actually learned some crucial details about him. Like him being related to the Will of D, if not being a D himself. And so with Clover, his brother, who was Will of D, was shot in front of him just for the simple fact that that was in his name. And then the agents that shot and killed his brother asked him, hey, who are you to this dude? And then he was like, we're only friends, because he didn't want them to know that they're related, which would mean that he would have to die too. And you know what? I feel Clover now. If you're gonna kill my family for reasons that are unbeknownst to me or even the rest of the world, I'm definitely gonna do some research to see what it is you got cooking in the background. It's just unfortunate that we already know how this ends up for him. And after they learn about the O'Hara incident over with Mad's labs, this dickhead Caesar is over here laughing like they finally got that archaeologist Clover. I'm like, dude, even in the flashbacks, they make him as hateable as possible. And it was probably Clover dying that let Vegapunk kind of see that, you know what, let me try to set something up in case they kill me off one of these days. Because they kill off Clover, they silence everything. I'm gonna make it so that you kill me, hey, I'm spilling all the tea in the world. And as we see with everything going on in Egghead, that's exactly what he's doing, being as petty as possible. Meanwhile, the Straw Hats up top are trying to use the Coup de Verse to get away from Ethan, but Lilith is like, we gotta wait till we have the right conditions. If we leave right now, we might just crash this whole thing. So Atlas goes and knocks out Lilith so that she can be the sacrifice. All right, I'm gonna stay behind. And we don't got time for her to try to stop me from doing this. So I'm gonna just lay her out first, and then I'm gonna go and distract Ethan. Which is why the chapter is called Atlas. And so while they're launching the ship off, she flies straight at Ethan, getting herself diced up in the process, all so that we can coup de burst and finally get away from this island. And then she ends up blowing up so that she can actually do some damage to Ethan. And this is where we learn that Ethan also has this kind of insane healing / immortality factor that the other Gorosei members have. Meanwhile, Luffy finally connects with the giant and they both have a little conversation, even though Luffy is wildly confused. Because for some reason this giant robot keeps saying Joy Boy, and Luffy's over here looking around like, who's Joy Boy? Is he behind me or something? I'm telling you, the day that he learns he is Joy Boy and what it is Joy Boy can do, he is going to be so OP. The Luffy that we're looking at right now is wildly nerfed. But it does turn out that this robot has some type of tech that can hurt the Gorosei members permanently, maybe. But it hasn't been used in centuries, so its weapons are not working and it gets his arm bit off. Meanwhile, Saturn goes to the Elbaf ship to try to stop these dudes because, he's the villain, the main Gorosei villain that we started this arc with. He's going to be the last person that we see before we head out. And what I'm hoping for is, since we see Luffy and Sanji already here on the Elbaf ship in front of Saturn, and with the Sunny now over Egghead coming down, maybe we finally get a scene with all three of the monster trio attacking Saturn at the same time, and then that does lasting damage. Not sure if it'll happen, but just throwing my thoughts out there. Meanwhile, the Iron Giant is standing its ground against the Gorosei and is about to pull out some type of tech, some type of weaponry that we haven't seen before that can actually hurt these dudes. And I think that is what's going to lead to the Egghead incident. Because I think this incident's obviously going to be more than just the death of Vegapunk, because he's already announced his death to the rest of the world. They know he's gone. Now, they don't know about the satellite, so they don't know that we still got York and Lilith, but for the most part, the world knows that real Vegapunk is dead. And I think the only way we can make the Egghead arc a really big incident that will shake the world is either what he reveals next chapter, or it's going to be because one of the Gorosei members are going to permanently die. Probably due to the Iron Giant. Either way though, really good chapter, and the best part about it is there ain't no break next week, so I'll see you then too.